Hi friends. Do you have chores at home? I know my girls, even being 3 years old and 6 years old, they have to pick up their own toys. I can remember when I was little, my brother and I used to fight over who would have to do dishes, and we set a rule that if you set the table, you didn't have to do the dishes. We would always run and try to help my mom as quick as we could to set the table, otherwise we would get stuck doing the dishes. Today's story I'm going to share with you is about Jesus washing the disciples' feet. In the story, we're talking about not a chore, but something that God wanted to do, that Jesus wanted to do as a sign of love. The disciples' feet were really dirty from walking very far, and they were on their way to a secret supper that we're going to talk about in another video. And what Jesus did was he showed us how to love each other, something as simple and gross, to wash each other's feet. I know for us in our house, it is something that we do not because it's just a chore, but also because we love our family. It supports our family. Reading from Easter's Love Letters from God. It is titled, What Love Looks Like. The disciples were excited. Jesus had invited them to a secret supper, but they had been walking through the dusty streets of Jerusalem all day. By the time they reached the special room, their feet would be filthy. Thank goodness a servant would be there to wash their feet for them. They didn't want to have dirty feet at dinner time. They were going to eat with a king. But a surprise was waiting for the disciples. When they arrived at the room, there was no servant there. Jesus was kneeling on the floor. A bowl of soapy water was next to him, and he had a towel tied around his waist. Right there in that room, Jesus showed his disciples what love looked like. He took their feet in his hands and washed them, just like a servant would. The hands that created the world washed their feet. The special one from heaven made the disciples feel like they were the special ones. That is what love looks like, Jesus said. Love tells people how special they are. Love makes someone feel wonderful when I am gone. Go into the world and take love with you. The disciples didn't understand that Jesus was going to leave them, but they understood what love looked like because the King of Love had shown them. So today, as we get ready for Easter coming up this Sunday, I challenge you to do something around your home to show your parents or your siblings or a grandparent what love looks like. It might be picking up your toys without being asked. It may be helping with the dishes. It could be writing a letter to a grandparent or someone that might not be able to leave their home. It could be any way that you feel that you're showing someone what love looks like. The love letter reads this. Dear, now you put your name in there. Did you know that the disciples did what Jesus asked them? They never forgot how Jesus washed their feet that night. They never forgot how much Jesus loved them. So they took that love into the world, and now you can do the same. Never forget how much Jesus loves you. Show that love to others. If you do that, everyone will know that you are one of his disciples. Love, God. Thank you for joining me today, boys and girls, and please make sure that you go and show someone what does love look like.